Hello everybody, how are you? David and Franco here from davidandfranco.com/ask. That is your open forum for submitting questions for future videos, such as, yeah, you guessed it, this one. And today's question comes from Jake1825. And Jake says, hello David, I was talking to my friends about the new upgrades that went into the iPhone 5S, which is right here. Then I started to wonder about what will Apple do next to the iPad, which is right here. The first thing that popped into my head was a 3D display. Do you have any other ideas what they could add into the next iPad? Thank you for the excellent question, Jake. Let's talk. Alright, the first obvious thing I want to tackle is a Retina display. People have disagreed with me in the past saying that Apple cannot pull it off because of battery life, but guys, they can. Think about it. If Google can pull it off with the new Nexus 7 and that beautiful high-res display, I'm pretty sure Apple can. Because let's face it, Apple has some of the best engineers and designers in the world. They really do. And I'm not just saying that because I'm some Apple freak. I mean, they create some amazing work. So I have no doubt in my mind that Apple cannot pull off a Retina display on the iPad mini. And guys, I'm telling you, the day that happens, this thing, my iPad 3rd generation, is going right on eBay. Alright, first of all, let me explain. It might sound like I hate my iPad. I don't. I love this thing. But I just want it out of my life in terms of the form factor, and it's just too huge. Guys, it's about as big as my head. And I've been told that I have a pretty big head. And you know what they say. Big head, big hats. I just want that iPad mini form factor without the blurry display. Please, Apple, make it happen. And honestly, it should happen within any week now. And I cannot wait. Alright, so getting away from the obvious, what else can Apple do to the iPad? This. Touch ID. It just works. Seriously, it just works. Most of the time. I love Touch ID. It has seriously become a second nature for me to just do this. I mean, look how quick it is. I rarely slide to unlock anymore. And that right there, it says a lot. So I'm kind of to the point where I don't like doing this. I mean, there's nothing wrong with sliding to unlock, but that kind of feels like old technology when you use something as cool as Touch ID. That's just my opinion. I mean, I don't see why people could argue Touch ID besides the NSA stealing your fingerprints. Guys, your fingerprints are all over the place. On my desk, on my door, on my face, on the lens. So that whole fingerprint thing, don't worry about it. Seriously, don't worry about it whatsoever. If anything, the only thing you should be worried about is your security. And guys, honestly, using Touch ID adds that extra layer of security that you should be using in the first place. So I think it could happen, and yes, I just said a week or two ago that I don't believe Touch ID will be implemented into either the iPad or iPad mini at least until a year from now, but I will gladly admit when I'm wrong, especially when it's in my favor of introducing new features, because I just read a rumor, yes, I know, a rumor, but a very confirmed and what seems to be a legit rumor, that the Touch ID sensor could be implemented into the iPad and iPad mini within just a few weeks. So if Apple does do that, thank you, I welcome it with open arms and, well, open thumbs. I like that. So aside from the Retina display and Touch ID, I don't see Apple implementing anything too revolutionary into the iPad and iPad mini, at least for a year. Because honestly, like Chris Perlow was saying on Facebook just a few nights ago, I do believe Apple needs to concentrate on iOS 7 and fine-tuning it and just making it that perfect experience. Well, I should say near perfect because I don't believe in perfection. That's just me. I mean, for something to be perfect, it has to be just that. Literally flawless. Not one issue whatsoever. And I have yet to experience that from any company. Apple, Google, Microsoft, Samsung, whoever. But with that said, in my own personal experience, iOS 7 has been amazing. I love it. It just works. It's intuitive. It's beautiful. And overall, it has been just an awesome experience. And then, of course, we have the obvious, maybe upgraded cameras in the iPad and iPad mini, faster processors, maybe used to the i7, yeah, an Intel Core i7. The A7, perhaps increased RAM. That's not really something Apple concentrated on with the iPhone 5S, but hey, it's always possible with something as power hungry as the iPad and iPad mini, and just overall faster performance, because who doesn't like faster performance? Especially for me, coming from the iPad 3rd generation, which isn't a bad device. I mean, it's not as fluid with iOS 7 as it is on my iPhone 5S. Just, in other words, I could use that smoother experience than my iPad is currently giving me. And hopefully that could be made possible with the iPad mini and Retina display and the iOS 7 experience, all while not sacrificing decent battery life. So let's just hope Apple comes through for me and everyone else. And that's it. I mean, I don't expect anything too amazing. I just want a Touch ID sensor, a Retina display, and just overall faster performance and a little, bumped up specs here and there. Oh, and real quick, I want to touch upon Jake's original thoughts of a 3D display. No. Mark my words. Apple is not interested in creating 3D technology, at least in terms of their mobile devices. 3D on tablets, phones, or even 3D on TVs, it's just gimmicky. It might look cool for a day or two, but after a while, you're like, wait a minute, do I really need 3D? And the answer is most likely, no, you don't. And now moving on to today's shoutouts, thanks to audibletrial.com/thecreative1 for making this possible. Check it out, link is right below. Download any audiobook of your choice for completely free. The only thing you gotta do, guys, it's extremely simple. Sign up using that link, then email me using that link as well, davidfranco.com/contact, letting me know which audiobook you downloaded, and then of course give me your name and any URL you want me to share, such as your Facebook, Twitter, YouTube channel, your own personal website, whatever. It's a free shout out, and this is a win-win for me and you. Okay, so for the past 5 days or so, I have had quite a few Audible downloads, which is awesome. I greatly appreciate that, guys. But for whatever reason, I've only had 2 people submit their shoutouts. Hey, which is fine. I mean, as long as you get free content, I'm happy with that. But then again, for people who want to go that extra step and get that free shoutout, hey, I don't blame them. Alright, so today's first shoutout goes to Dylan Love over at youtube.com/techofthe2000. Check him out. And today's second shoutout goes to Connor Flattery over at facebook.com/187Connor. And Connor downloaded the audiobook called Professional Idiot, a Memoir by Stevo Glover, which is funny because somebody actually downloaded that last time, and I mentioned briefly that people have said in the past that I look and or sound like Stevo from Jackass. Is that true? I mean, I kind of see it, but I kind of don't. But you know what? Either way, Connor did get the audiobook for completely free, and for that, well, that makes me happy. So Dylan and Connor, I hope you enjoy your free audiobooks. I just do that for dramatic purposes. Now, wasn't that incredibly simple, guys? If you want a free shout out, again, just use that link right below. Email me your audiobook recommendation, your name, any URL of your choice, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Do not forget, keep these questions coming over at davidfranco.com/ask. That will auto-redirect you to Gearpop Forums. That's a new home of the Ask a Question videos and all that good stuff to come. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for continued support. I'll see you in tomorrow's video, which should be about maybe video games and the end of the console era. I don't know. I don't really believe in that, but I'm going to express my opinions regardless. So thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.